in a old-fashioned pitchers matchup. And I'll tell you what a duel we had between the two starting hurlers and then the reliever that came in for the Salem Tigers. When you start looking at the pitch count, the amount of work that they did, the control of the game, 2-1 loss for the Salem Tigers, but you can't blame the pitching.
Oh, no. Garrett Connell pitched an absolute outstanding game. Attacked the zone, kept the ball down. I believe he wound up pitching like 5 innings and only threw like 54 pitches, which is absolutely insane. And then Bronson came in, pitched the last couple of innings and had like 22 pitches. I think we had a total of 74 pitches in 7 innings. So if you kind of do the math there, that's pretty impressive. That's about 10 pitches per inning per se. So, yeah, very pleased with the pitching yesterday. Not so pleased with the hitting and some of our fielding. That's stuff we've got to continue to address, got to fix and clean up in order to beat some good teams. So that's going to be our focus from here on out is hitting the baseball and making their team play.
Errors are always going to be part of the game. We all know that. Sometimes you get a bad bounce. Sometimes you just get caught in between. And we all know that that's going to happen. And a couple of the errors yesterday, though, Coach, they just didn't make sense at the timing of the error. There was no real pressure on anybody. It's not like somebody's running on you and you got to get that throw away real quick. They're just old-fashioned errors, but it cost you the ball game. And when you look back at that, and like you said, the hitting wasn't there to recover and cover up for those errors. When you get in district play, you cannot make those errors.
No, you can't. If you're going to be one of those type of players that's going to lose mental focus and you're going to make the routine mistake and you're going to make those errors, we as a team, you guys got to, we have to compensate. We've got to be able to put the ball in play to cover up those errors. And when you don't put the ball in play, we're taking pitches. I think we had 7 strikeouts yesterday. Things like that, that's kind of hard to overcome, like you said, those errors, those costly errors. And they're routine errors.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's stuff that we've got to fix. I mean, you can't play the outfield and try to one-hand the ball and not two-hand it. You can't play the infield and not, squat down and sit in front of it and field in front of you. So, yep, that's things that we've got to fix. And if we don't continue to fix them, good teams are going to beat us. So that's going to be our focus, continue to be our focus, is to clean up the defense and put the ball in play.
Then you take another 180 degrees around that and some of the outstanding plays. Stevens with a diving stop, throws a guy out at second base, saves a run. Garrett Connell on a little humpback liner over the head of Kane Du Bois goes in the hole and throws out their catcher Lucas on just an absolute shotgun arm to first base. Coach, you see some of this stuff, and it's in the kids that they can make these plays.
Well, yeah, absolutely, and that's why I tend to be frustrated at times, because the kids can make the plays, they can make the routine play. We've got some experience, especially in the outfield, being all 3 seniors, and that's what you expect from from a coach. Is you want to be able to expect that leadership and that knowledge, but that's something like I said, we've got to correct and fix, and because we know the hustle's there, and we're seeing it from certain players, but we need to see it from everybody. And, that's something that's got to start happening today, especially against Cabool.
And when you talk about the Crocker boy coming in, he pitched 2 innings. He struck out 4, shut him down straight. And as you mentioned, 22 pitches. If you count 4 strikeouts, that's 12. That's not a lot of room for error. He pitched outstanding.
Yes, absolutely. Bronson he's definitely on his A game this year, which is something we had high hopes and expected for this season. We're very pleased with his efforts on the mound this year, and looking forward to him pitching in districts and hopefully in conference, and try to keep us in some of these tight rope ship games that we've got going on, because we all know if we're not hitting the baseball or fielding it very well, we've got to have good pitching, and he's certainly doing it for us this year. So
back to SCA play today. We head down to Cabool, take on the Bulldogs. Coach, this game has bounced around so many times, I'd be hard to tell you when we were supposed to play them, but it was supposed to be back, I think, earlier in the month or late March, one of the two. Anyway, then the game got moved to Thursday after it got rained out, and then, of course, with all the rain coming, assistant athletic director Moody and them got together, moved it up to this afternoon. It really is hard to prepare as a coach when they keep moving the games around on you, almost like, oh, by the way, we're playing tomorrow at 3:00. Easy, right?
Yeah. No, it's almost expected anymore, to be honest with you, Stan. I mean, with the rain and everybody's looking at the forecast, it's kind of more or less expect the unexpected anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So at any point, we've got to be ready to load the bats on the bus and the baseballs and be ready to play, or whether it's at home. Because it may be one of those situations where we may get a phone call and say, hey, we got somebody coming tomorrow, or, hey, we may be playing a doubleheader, so keep that in mind. So, yeah, weather's, it's been crazy this year, but it's something we have to mentally focus, and, like I said, we get something we have to face, and like I said, that's the challenge we're ready to take today against Cabool Bulldogs team in conference play. So we're ready to kind of keep the conference going and see what happens.
What do we know about the Bulldogs this year, Coach?
They've been kind of bouncing back and forth. They, they've played well a few games. They've played not so well a few games against some opponents. Kind of like what we've done. We've kind of been a roller coaster. I know Cabool is very, very eager to play us. I know their aggressive style of try to hit and run a little bit, try to move, try to play, aggressive. What we got to do is we've just got to stick to all three phases of the game and do it cleanly. I think if we can pitch for strikes, I think we can put the ball in play and not cut down on the middle mistakes and make the routine play. We should be okay. But if you allow Cabool to, do what we did yesterday and make errors and swing and miss balls and stuff like that, it's going to be a long game. So I expect another good matchup, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's anytime you face an SCA opponent, it's a grind because the SCA is a pretty good conference.
Salem's always seemed to have pretty good success at Cabool. I don't know if it's configuration of the field because they do have some different lengths of fence, especially down the right field line. It's kind of short. But whatever the reason is, we've been able to play pretty well. But it is kind of a tricky field because it has a lot of rocks and things to it. So it's one of those kind of games that you just don't know. A bad bounce could affect you. That's why when you start talking about playing good defense, like the Tigers showed a little bit yesterday, but made some errors, you've got to be on top of your defensive game there because you never know which way the ball's going to bounce.
No, you certainly don't. And that's with a lot of fields. But, yeah, Cabool's field is, it's gotten better at times, but there's a lot of issues where you have, like you said, a short fence on the right-hand side there. So a lot of times people get that optical illusion on the team that, hey, I've got to try to hit it that way or hit it out, or they see the short fence compared to our fence. When it's like 300 in center field or 320 in center field instead of 370, that, we've got to lift the baseball. So that's something we have to have a mental mindset today of, just try to work on driving the baseball. And if it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And that's something we need to address and make sure that we're within our focus today at the plate. So it should be a good one. Beautiful day for baseball again. We're excited, so we'll see what happens.
All right, Coach. The best of luck at Cabool.
Thank you, Sam. Appreciate it.
Stay tuned. Tiger Baseball. It is next.
That has been Tiger Talk with Salem head baseball coach Tony Edwards. And now, Salem Tiger Baseball on KSMO and KSMO Media.
I'm Miles Strid. I'm a deputy warden at the Jefferson City Correctional Center, the Missouri Department of Corrections. I think a lot of people, when they look at corrections, they think, oh, I couldn't do that job. It's difficult. Maybe it's dangerous. They're apprehensive about pursuing a career with us. What might surprise them is that most of the time in corrections, you're just dealing with people. Corrections is an exciting career. If you're the type of person that likes the day to fly by and enjoys a challenge, you need to apply today.
Secure your future. To apply, text DOC to 44844.
It's time for the 2022 World Pork Expo, the world's largest pork-specific event. Join thousands of pork industry professionals and enthusiasts from across the country on June 8th to 10th at the Iowa State Fairgrounds. See hundreds of vendors showcasing the latest technology and get your hands on innovative new pork products. 3 days of education, networking, fun, and delicious pork await you. Plan your Expo experience today. Learn more at worldpork.org. That's worldpork.org.
It's now time for Salem Tiger Sports on KSMO and KSMO Media. And it's being brought to you by the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Town and Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Progressive Ozark Bank, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Town and Country Insurance, the City of Salem, Taxmasters, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Your World Today, State Farm Insurance, Cameron Irway Agent, Jadwin and Smith Auto Body, Big Iron Realty, and Magic Herbs. And now, Salem Tiger Sports on KSMO and KSMO Media.
And we welcome you to Cabool, Missouri for a early afternoon game or a late matinee game. Call it whatever you will. And the wind blowing in here very lightly at Cabool. Field is ready. Both teams have had their warm-ups, but no umpires. And it's always a concern when you start moving times around whether those umpires can actually get here on time. And that was one of the questions that I had for Coach Edwards. We got here. About 15 minutes ago, I reiterated that question. I said, where are the umpires? And, of course, that is not the Salem responsibility to get umpires here, but when the home coach is looking for them and trying to find them, that's not usually a good sign. So hopefully the umpires are either on their way or they're getting ready. I have not seen any hide or hair. Of course, we face the field here at Cabool. We are in the boys' locker room, which faces the first base line, and we are high above that, so we cannot see if anybody arrives behind us or is getting ready behind us at all. But as of about 10 minutes ago, we had no umpires here getting ready to do this game. So both teams, like I said, have had their warm-ups. The coaches have not yet met at home plate. So as these games go, and we all know makeup games can be kind of a headache because you have to try and get staff to man the PA systems and things of that nature, and trying to get people to you have to leave work early or trying to accommodate these games. It's not always easy. And a lot of these umpires have other jobs that they work that they just cannot pick up and say, yeah, I'll be there at 3 o'clock. And that's just not as easy. So here we are waiting. We have no umpires here. Earlier today, as you might know, or later on today, I should say not earlier today, but later on today, Salem Lady Tigers will be playing over here in Cabool, and they'll be taking on the Cabool Bulldogs. And finally, we see the umpires have arrived. They just got here. The Cabool Bulldogs will be taking on our Lady Tigers. The Lady Dogs and the Lady Tigers will play first over at Cabool. And that game will be followed up by the Lady Tigers taking on the Mountain View Liberty Lady Eagles immediately following that game. So a doubleheader there. Now here at this field, the Cabool boys will be playing Salem here at 4:30, and then they will play the Ava Bears at 6:30. So that game is scheduled to be at 6:30. So there you go. 3 o'clock start and then 6:30 start, or probably right after the other game. Give them 45 minutes to relax a little bit and then take a quick warm-up. But the umpires have finally arrived. And so the coaches are now on the field with the umpires kind of going over the starting lineups, which look like this. For the Salem Tigers, they are the visiting team, and Corbin Barrett will be pitching today and leading off. Trevathan Richter at second base, batting second. He wears number 29. Number 15, Garrett Connell will be at shortstop, batting third. Caden DuBois at third base will be in the cleanup spot. Jimmy Barton in left field, bats fifth, wearing number 25. Colin Haven, wearing number 11, will be in right field. Hayden Sanders doing the catching, bats seventh. He wears 23. Wyatt Martin bats eighth. He'll be at first base, wearing number 10. And Caden Moody gets the start in center field today. He wears number 6, and he'll be playing in center field, batting in the ninth slot. For the Cabool Bulldogs, their defense looks like this. Pitching today will be Peyton Hunter. He'll be caught by Will Tucker. At first base, Isaiah White-Wake will be playing there. At second base, it'll be Caleb Graven. Shortstop, Trey Atkins. And at third base, Braxton Davis. Bradley Byerly will be on left field. Braxton McCall right field. And Aston Gonzalez will be in center. As we mentioned in Tiger Talk, if you were listening in, the dimensions of this Cabool field are kind of weird. It's on the bottom side of the football field. There used to be tennis courts back there, and they since have removed them when they extended the football field out so that the lights of the football field are actually right now about where the middle of the tennis courts used to be. And so the backside of this, on the backside of that hill, the football field, it goes from 290 down the left field line, goes out to a deep spot in left center of 355, then 315 in right center in the power alley, and 270 down the right field line. So a very reachable right porch deck down there for virtually anybody. But the wind is blowing in from the south, so there will not be any, more than likely, any long balls here today directly to center field. It's not a super big wind, but it's enough that it could affect the flight of the ball. We're getting ready for the national anthem here by both teams. Cabool has taken the field. Salem comes to the first base line. And as we get ready for the national anthem, we're going to take a 90-second break and come back with Salem Tiger Baseball here on KSMO Media. Well, back in 90 seconds, KSMO Media, Tiger Baseball.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Clean Car Month is going on now at K&H Auto Supply in Salem. We find Mother's California Gold Wash and Wax, the 64-ounce size for $5.99, and Rain-X Interior Glass Anti-Fog for $6.99 for the 12-ounce size. K&H Auto Supply is your Parts City Auto Parts store here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Hi, I'm Andrew Wynn. Town & Country Bank makes it easy with the best rates and terms on land and mortgage loans. Hit the trail, make a splash, or enjoy a beautiful sunset. Town & Country Bank can help you finance that beautiful acreage you've always wanted. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital Radiology Department strives to stay at the forefront of technology through high-quality diagnostic imaging tools such as CT scans, MRIs, X-rays, nuclear medicine, DEXA scans, 3D mammographies, ultrasound, and more. Many services are offered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through the emergency room, while other services are offered through outpatient services Monday through Friday. To find out more about the Radiology Department, contact me, Bobby Sullins, at 729-6626. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
We're getting ready to start some baseball action, and we thank you for joining us on KSMO Media for our Tiger Stream. Cardinals are still taking on the Mets. They had the lead at last check, 9-4, so I don't know what the score is lately, but I know the Cardinals were at bat, so hopefully they're extending that lead. But we will have the game streaming only here to start out, as we're starting at 3 o'clock today, and we'll follow that up with joining it on the radio side, the conclusion of the Cardinal game. So as soon as the Cardinal game ends, no post-game show. We'll come right here to Cabool on KSMO AM 1340, FM 95.7. Corbin Barrett getting loose in the on-deck circle. He'll be facing Peyton Hunter, a right-hander. Gets to the mound, and Peyton, tall right-handed kid, wears number 23. He's being caught by Will Tucker. Tucker, a long, lean kid back behind the plate. Tucker played basketball. I do remember that. And so, pretty good-sized young man. So as we get ready for this one, so far most of the warm-ups have been high and outside, so hopefully that's not an indication on Barrett, because that would be right up underneath his chin. And that we can get this one underway here shortly. As I mentioned, umpires ready to go. Salem's ready to go. Cabool they're now ready to go as we get set for baseball action, SCA baseball action from Cabool. Tigers 5-6 on the year, just 1-1 though in the SCA. They got a lot of SCA games to make up. They lost to Mount Grove. They did beat Willow. That's as far as we've gotten. We've got the game today with Cabool. We have the game on Friday scheduled with Houston, 4:30. Do have a lot of rain in the forecast, though, before that. So standing in to face Peyton Hunter will be Barrett. The first pitch, it's high and outside. Ball one. Barrett, left-handed batter. Crowds that plate as the pitch comes in. That's high and outside, 2-0. So far, Hunter has not been close to the strike zone. In at third base, and cheating there is Braxton Davis. Everybody else straight away. Pitch coming to Barrett. That's on the inside corner for a strike with a fastball. 2-1. Nice afternoon, beautiful sunny day, not a cloud around at the moment. Pitch coming to Barrett, here it is. There's a tap off his foot. It'll be 2-2. Barrett got on top of that, fouled it off his toe, and he's feeling it a bit, trying to walk it off. His left foot. Coach Tony Edwards comes down a little bit, talking to his player. He gets back in. Coach Jake Reardon down the first base line for the Salem Tigers as Hunter brings it home and a foul straight back. Peyton Hunter. Cabool wearing their white pants with black chest and shoulders, and the sleeves are the Cabool blue. Fastball high, 3-2. Caps are the same. The bill is blue and the cap is black. Numbers, they're white. 3-2 to Corbin Barrett, leading it off here at Cabool. On this Wednesday afternoon, the pitch inside, ball 4. And Tucker held it there for quite some time, but Barrett gets the walk. So the first baseman, Isaiah White-Wake, will hold on Barrett, as standing in is Traven Richter. Richter, batting from the left side, wiggles that bat up and down. Pitch from Hunter, outside a little bit high. Tucker's going to hold that ball there all day. We're going to be here for a while. Trying to show the umpire where the ball was, and he's already made his call. Barrett a short lead at first. Hunter checks over there. We're in the top of the first inning, and the pitch to Richter. That's a strike. Letter high outside corner. A few fans have been able to make their way down here for this early game. Richter waits. Barrett, again, a short lead. Leaning. Going. Pitch. Swing and a foul. Had a good jump. Pitch was up, and Trey went after it, fouled it back. So Barrett back to first base. 1-2 the count. Nobody down. Barrett at first base. Leadoff walk. Peyton Hunter on the hill. The sign from Tucker. The pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Runner going. The throw there is not in time. Barrett with a stolen base. Richter strikes out. And Garrett Connell will stand in. Connell, right-handed batter. Batting from the right side. Peyton Hunter will look at the man at second. That's Barrett. He brings it home. Outside and low. Good scoop there by Tucker. had to backhand that ball. It was in the far outskirts of the left-handed batter's box. That ball really broke away. Did a good job of flagging that one down before it got back to the screen. Not a very big area behind home plate. There's a ground ball back towards second base by Connell. Throw to first base in time, and the man goes to third base. Connell grounds out to the second baseman for Caleb Graven. He throws him out. And Barrett over to third base, and Caden DuBois will stand in. DuBois trying to get this first run home. Braxton Davis at third base trying to keep Barrett close. A high pop-up on the infield and toward the dugout, and it's going to drift out of play. So Davis almost holding on Barrett like a first baseman, right near the bag, playing Du Bois right down the line. So leaves a big hole on that left side. Otherwise, straight away for Caden. The pitch comes home outside. 1-1, 2 down, runner at third base. Top of the first inning here at Cabool. Salem and the Bulldogs. Du Bois waits right in the front part of that batter's box. From the stretch. Here comes the pitch from Hunter. There's a tap foul on an off-speed pitch. Du Bois out in front. Outfield, straight away, deep in left, not so deep in center, very shallow in right. Peyton Hunter trying to get out of this first inning. Barrett at third base after a walk, a stolen base, a ground out. 2 down, the pitch to Du Bois. Ooh, just missed inside. 2-2, 2 down. Looked like a slider from our angle, which is not a good one. That ball just kind of hovered there, but never really broke and did not get the call. 2-2, ground ball towards the hole, and through, a base hit. Salem with a 1-0 lead. That ball just snuck under the glove of Caleb Graven, who was playing, Braxton Davis at third base, as he was playing so close to the bag. By the time he tried to get over there, he just couldn't get it. An RBI single for Caden Du Bois. Putting the ball in play, you just never know what's going to happen. And when they're giving you holes, you find the hole. So man at first base, 2 down, run in. 1-0 Salem. Pitch coming in, a curveball, nice one, to Jimmy Barton. Barton has struggled with the off-speed pitch this year. That one by Peyton Hunter kind of buckled his knees, and there's a high fly ball in the left center field, going back, and that ball's going to fall as the left fielder couldn't play it Byerly. Run's going to score to make it 2-0 on the double by Barton. That ball was hit high enough. It looked like Byerly should get to it, but he just never got close. Started going laterally, and the ball was hit a little bit further, I think, than he thought, and he had to try and turn back, so his angle to the ball was not good. An RBI double for Jimmy Barton, and it's 2-0 Tigers as Du Bois, with 2 out, running all the way, comes all the way around to score. Center fielder Aston Gonzalez was way over right center for some reason and could not even get close. It's a high fastball to Colin Haven. Coach Reardon comes out and fetches down the bat that Barton used. Ball should have been caught, wasn't, fell for a double, and the Tigers have a 2-0 lead. Now Byerly plays a little bit further off the line. Swing and a miss by Haven, who was out of the batter's box, actually, when he strode out front. His stride took him out beyond the batter's box, and he would have been out had he made contact. Very seldom ever called in baseball. Next one, low and outside. 2-1 to count. Colin Haven at the plate. Man at second base, Jimmy Barton. Even with the bag at third is Davis. Big hole on the right side. We're trying to keep the man close. That ball in the dirt, knocked down by Tucker. 2-2. Craven trying to keep Barton close at second base, but leaves a wide open hole on that right side. The 3-1 to Haven is a little bit high, ball 4. Collin draws a walk, and Hayden Sanders will stand in. 2 runs in, a lot of damage here with 2 out. A walk, stolen base, a ground out, a strikeout of Richter. And with 2 down, Du Bois got the base hit. Then Barton got a fly ball in the left center field that fell for a double. Haven with a walk, 2 on, 2 down, 2 runs in for Hayden Sanders. Sanders on the right side will stand in. It kind of wipes out that white line with chalk as the pitch comes in. There's a line drive in the left field. That's a base hit. And getting over there is Byerly to cut it off. The throw comes home way off line. The man should be at third, but he's not going Haven. And it's 3-0. That ball overthrew the cutoff man and then bounced far to the wide side of the third base line, and Haven did not come over to third. So Sanders got one up in his eyes, drilled it down the left field line. Byerly did a good job of getting the ball back in. The Tigers did not take advantage of getting an extra base there as Haven stayed put at second base. Wyatt Martin will stand in. All this damage coming with 2 out. Peyton Hunter on the hill. First and second, 2 down the pitch, and there's a little pop fly foul and down the third base line right off the top of the fence. Hard to do that. Brendan Hanger running for Sanders as Martin waits. The 0-1. Strike 2 call inside corner. Good fastball there by Peyton. Peyton Hunter trying to get out of this first inning mess. Looked like he was about out of it when Du Bois got that ball just a seeing eye hit in the left field. That fastball is high and away. As I mentioned, Du Bois hit with Davis playing so close to third base and just snuck underneath his glove. Had he been playing normal position, it probably would have been a 2-hopper to him. That off-speed pitch tips outside and low, 2-2. 2 down. 3 runs have come home. Haven at second. Hanger at first. Martin waits. The stretch. The pitch from Hunter. Behind him, back to the screen. And the runners will move up on the wild pitch. Martin back in. Left-handed batter has a couple of ducks out there on the pond. The 3-2. Ground ball to first. Taken there by first baseman White Wake, and he does the job unassisted at first base to retire the side. But the Tigers do score 3 times. They do so on 3 hits. No errors, and 2 men left. We've now played a half an inning, 3-0 Salem. Back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Country Mart in Salem, where you'll find hundreds of new low prices throughout the store. Hot weekly specials, everyday low prices on thousands of items. Plus, they also have a deli, pharmacy, Western Union, FedEx drop-off, Bissell rental, greenhouse, and propane cylinders. And if you need to make copies or send a fax, Country Mart can do that too. Stop by today at Country Mart in Salem, and don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, serving Salem for 58 years.
Corbin Barrett out to the mound, and the lefty will face the Bulldogs here. He'll face Caleb Graven, also Aston Gonzalez and Trey Atkins. 3-0 Salem Tigers. RBI single by Caden Du Bois, an RBI double by Jimmy Barton, and an RBI single by Hayden Sanders. When Hayden hit that ball down the left field line, thought that ball hits and skips, he's going to be running a while, because Byerly would have not taken a good angle of the ball, but the ball kind of died in the high grass here at Cabool. And Byerly able to get that ball back in, but an RBI single nonetheless by Sanders. So Barrett will take his final couple of warm-up tosses here as we are at Cabool today. Now, tomorrow the Tigers do not have a game scheduled now, since this one was to be played tomorrow. Instead, they still have that game scheduled for Friday at Houston. 4:30 game time on Friday, and we'll have to see with the weather situation if that is still even a possibility. Tigers are off Monday, and they'll be at Cuba Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Mountain View. So still a lot of baseball, and then the Tiger tournament is up. Now, don't forget, this Saturday, the Salem Tigers have a three-way baseball tournament scheduled with Plato and Mountain Grove to begin at the Salem High School Baseball Field Complex at 10 a.m. It'll be Salem and Plato playing first in that contest. So standing in right now is Caleb Graven. Graven batting from the right side. Du Bois in at third base as the pitch comes in. Low and outside, ball one. As I mentioned, we are broadcasting from the Cabool boys locker room. They do not have what you would call a true press box here, so we are doing the best we can. That fastball just misses outside. 2-0. Graven, right-handed hitter. He waits, and the pitch coming home. Fastball for a strike there. 2-1 the count. Leadoff man, Graven, third baseman for the Cabool Bulldogs. The pitch, there's a high foul off to the right side. As I mentioned, the funky dimensions here at the Cabool Stadium here. Pretty much a straight line from the left field line out to the 355 mark, and then angles back towards center. That's where the gate is for the tractor. And then down the right field line, it's right before the big hill that goes to subdivision. So they've built this park in the confines that they had. 3-2 the count. Caleb Graven waiting. The pitch comes home. Low and ball four, and a leadoff walk for the Bulldogs. Aston Gonzalez comes in. Aston bats on the right side. Cheats up on that plate. Barrett checks the runner, brings it home. Low and outside, ball one. Corbin has not gotten that ball up in the strike zone. Most of the pitches have been down low. Man at first base, short lead, not going. That's a strike right at the knees. Corbin's got a good off-speed pitch. Likes to use it for an out pitch. As Gonzalez waves that bat, he's ready. The 1-1 coming home. Runner going. Pitches low. No throw by Sanders as the ball was in third, and Graven makes the turn at second. Raven got a great jump at first base, and no way Sanders could throw him out. The ball's in the dirt anyway. He was able to scoop it up, but didn't even attempt to throw. The pitch comes in high with a fastball, 3-1. Corbin struggling with that control here at Cabool. They now have grass on their infield. It took them a long time to get it, but it's here. Pitch coming home. It's in the dirt. Ball 4. Ball goes off the shin guard of Sanders and comes down the third base line. That's a wild pitch, as well as ball 4. So back-to-back walks, and Trey Atkins will stand in. Trey wears number 25, plays shortstop. And Barrett has struggled with his control. He has really not been all that close. The infield comes to talk to their hurler. They surround him and figure out strategies with first and third, nobody out. Salem up 3-0. But Cabool coming right back and threatening here in the bottom of the first inning. So after some discussion, infield will go back and take the positions that they have decided on. 2 walks to start this bottom of the first. Graven at third, Gonzalez at first. At the plate, Atkins, and the pitch coming home. A high fly ball down the right field line. That's trouble if it's fair, but it's not, and it goes foul. Even with those long legs of his, gets up and covers a lot of ground, but couldn't get enough cover to catch that one. And if you catch that one running as hard as he was, the man at third base would easily tag and score. Just a strike. The next coming to Atkins from Barrett. Here it is. Foul straight back, and it's quickly 0-2. Challenged him with a high fastball. Fouled it straight back. See if Corbin comes with that backdoor curveball here. Graven at third. Gonzalez still first base. Nobody down. The pitch to Atkins. Here it comes. Curve and a high pop-up on the infield. Martin's over by the dugout, and it is not going to be caught. Again, the Tigers' inability to catch pop flies hurts them there. That has been a super bad weakness this year. Martin got all mixed up trying to get over there as the wind blew it a little bit back toward the dugout, and the spin of the ball will bring it back toward the field, and he got turned around. Never could make the play. No error, nobody touched it. The 0-2 pitch coming home. That's high with a fastball. Getting back in is Atkins. Trey. Right-handed batter, the pitch. There's a line drive base hit up the middle. That's going to put the Bulldogs on the board. Atkins got one up in the zone and singles in the run to make it 3-1. Gonzalez stops at second base and still nobody out. So Braxton McCall will stand in. He's their right fielder. McCall, right-handed batter, deep in the box. Stretch from Barrett. Brings it in. That's high and outside with a fastball. Corbin Barrett. Little lefty out there on the hill. Runners at second and third. That's Gonzalez at second and first. And a swing and a miss. Late swing by McCall. It looked like he was looking for something else. Got the express. Atkins at first. Gonzalez at second. Nobody out. The pitch. A swing and a miss. Call has a choppy type swing. I keep trying to chop at the ball like a tomahawk. 1-2 the count. Nobody out. The pitch comes home with highest swing and a miss. Straight change up in his eyes, and McCall went for it. He strikes out, and Will Tucker will stand in. Tucker also batting from the right side. Deep in the box to face Barrett. One down, the pitch. Fouls it right off the end of the bat. Gonzalez at second base with a very short lead. At first base, it's Atkins, also a very conservative lead. Martin playing off the bag at the cutout on the infield, right even, just maybe about a step in front of the bag. Du Bois even with the bag at third. Connell and Richter cheating up the middle, looking for the double play. The pitch, low, runner going to throw to third, and save. As the throw, pretty good throw, but just too good a jump by Aston Gonzalez, and he stole the bag. Sanders' throw is right on the bag. It's about, knee high. I give Gonzalez credit. He slid to the backside of the bag and got in there underneath the tag. So first and third, one down. 1-1 the count to Will Tucker. Barrett looks and checks. Brings it. Curveball, swing and a miss. Runner takes second base. As Sanders unable to hang on to the ball. So Atkins with a stolen base. What they say? They say foul tip. He has to go back. Well, that's a break for the Tigers. The umpire ruled foul tip. They nicked it. No wonder why Sanders didn't catch it. He was coming up to throw down there, and ball came out of his glove. Now we know why. Pitch comes home low in the dirt. Nice scoop there by Hayden. 2-2, one down, one run in. 3-1 our score. Salem on top. Will Tucker, their catcher, at the plate. The stretch. 2-2 coming home. Curveball outside. Ball 3 as Atkins steals second without a play. Barrett took something off. Atkins couldn't have picked a better pitch. By the time Sanders caught the ball and went back to throw, he was already cruising in a second. The pitch comes home and a swing and a foul. Tying run at second base. And the warm-up hitter, Brady Byerly, almost hit the runner at third base as he was warming up with the bat. It slipped out of his hands, went right by his ears. He turned his head around, and that ball went right by the batting helmet and landed in the field of play. That's close. 3-2 the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good fastball. Tailing away from Tucker. Back-to-back strikeouts by Barrett, and Brady Byerly will stand in. Byerly also a right-handed batter. He's deep in the box as well. Byerly waiting. Second and third, 2 down. The pitch. That's a strike, taking all the way. Outfield straight away for this hitter. Pretty good-sized lad, but not overly deep with that wind blowing in from center field directly. The 0-1 coming in. Inside gets away. Runner thought about coming home, but as I mentioned, not a lot of room behind home plate here. Maybe 18 to 20 feet at max in the corners as it does straighten out behind home plate. So if you go back into those juts, they are 45-degree angles. Might be a little deeper there. 1-1 to count, 2 down. The pitch from Barrett coming in. There's a line drive down the right field line. That's going to be a base hit. One run is in. Another man is going to score as Haven couldn't come up with it cleanly. It's 3-3. Byerly singles the right field, drives in 2. As both Gonzalez and Atkins come around the score, we got a brand new ball game. So the walks come back to haunt the Salem Tigers. We talked about that with Coach Tony Edwards here, not in today's Tiger Talk, but yesterday's, how they have with other teams, and they have with Salem as well. Fastball a little bit high and outside. Braxton Davis, the third baseman, standing in. So 3-3 our score. We have a brand new game. The pitch coming home. Just outside again. This time the fastball tails away. A walk. Stolen base. A walk. Wild pitch. Base hit by Atkins brought a run in. Then 2 stolen bases. And after 2 strikeouts, the base hit to right field. That pitch low. 3-0 to Davis. Cade Moody will lead things off for the Tigers when they get a chance to bat in the second. Pitch comes home. That's a strike. 2-1. Make that 3-1, excuse me. Great afternoon. Beautiful day. Nice mild temperatures. The pitch. That's high ball 4. 3 walks in the inning. Byerly will go to second base. And Peyton Hunter, their pitcher, will stand in. And Sanders wants to go out and talk to his hurler. Again, the Tiger infield will now. The umpire said nope. Now lets him go in. Barrett a little bit frustrated. Don't think he thinks he's getting some calls on the outside edge. So Byerly with a big 2-run single here to right field ties the game at 3-3. He's talking with his coach right now. So Coach Edwards does not want to come out and have a quote-unquote visit to his mound. So the infielders again come in and try and settle down the lefty for Salem. Corbin Barrett on the hill. Looking in, facing Peyton Hunter. The pitch, and a foul back and out of play. Hunter, right-handed batter. Byerly, who's not blessed with great speed at second base. Davis at first. That pitch hit him. Ball hit the dirt and then hit the pitcher, Peyton Hunter. So 3 walks and a hit by pitch and 2 hits in the inning. It's 3-3 with the bases loaded now for the number 9 hitter, Isaiah White-Wake. Isaiah, right-handed batter as well. No lefties in the lineup here for Cabool. This is the 9th man to bat. 3 runs in, 3 on, 2 down. The pitch, fastball high. Barrett trying to get out of his first inning. The stretch, the pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball tailing down and in. 1-1 to count. First inning action, the pitch comes in. That's a strike on the outside edge. Not sure Isaiah agrees with that. He's in the hole 1-2. Barrett trying to get out of this first inning with the bases loaded. The 1-2 pitch coming home. There it is. Curveball just missed. Trying to paint that outside corner. White-Wake kind of was lunging for it, but did not swing the bat. 2-2. The next one comes home. Curveball. Again, just missed. Byerly way down the line. Sanders actually could have picked him off. As Byerly ventured about a third of the way down and then was very slow getting back to the bag. From the stretch, the 3-2 pitch comes home. Outside, ball 4, and Cabool takes the lead on a bases-loaded walk by Isaiah White-Wake. Byerly comes in to score. Davis goes to third. Hunter now down to second base, and Coach Edwards coming out to talk to his Tiger hurler. He has struggled mightily here in this first inning. 4 runs across for the Bulldogs. And they've done so on just 2 hits. They've been given 4 walks and a hit batsman. 4-3, Cabool. Bottom of the first inning. And the top of the order is back up. Caleb Graven is now standing in. He walked his first time. Salem will be at Houston Friday at 4:30 if weather allows. So Coach Edwards goes out and visits with his young hurler. Right-handed batter gets in. At third, Davis. At second, Hunter. At first, White Wake. Barrett from the stretch brings it in. A strike is called on the outside corner. Nice afternoon. A nice crowd has filtered their way in. It's taken a while with this early game of 3 o'clock. The pitch, low and outside, 1-1. Salem Lady Tigers in Cabool as well. They'll take on the Lady Bulldogs 4:30 this afternoon, and then they'll play Ava tonight. Pitch, low and outside. Sorry, they will play Mountain View later tonight. The boys will play Ava later tonight, right after this game. Excuse me. 4-3, Cabool on top. 2-1 to count on Graven. The pitch comes home. Drop right back to Barrett, right up the middle on the bag. Stepped on the bag by Connell for the force out. That out goes 1-6 unassisted to retire White Wake at second base. So a fielder's choice for Graven. 4 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors. 3 men left. We have now played a full inning. It's Cabool 4, Salem Tigers 3. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
In a world where everything is digital, your payments should be too. Time is precious. Digital payments provide a quick and simple way to make secure purchases. The Bank of Salem recognizes the need for digital payment convenience and is excited for you to enjoy a new way to pay. We now support Apple Pay, Google Pay, Fitbit, Garmin, and MasterPass. To enroll, call, or stop by either Bank of Salem location today and let us help make your shopping experience easier. Message and data rates may apply. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. You'll find these specials at Napa Auto Supply in Salem, like hybrid ceramic quick clay kits for $22.49, Peak windshield washer fluids for $3.49 a gallon, Gojo Natural Orange Pumice Hand Cleaner for $3.39, and Night Vision Xeon Lights $49.99 a pair. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem today.
Salem Tigers come up top of the second inning, trailing it by 1, 4-3 to the Bulldogs. Back to the hill, Peyton Hunter. Hunter got hit by that pitch, but seems to not be worse for wear. He warms up, 4-3 to the Bulldogs. Salem got 3 in their first inning. 4 for the Bulldogs in their first inning. So we're just getting started underway. Cardinals won it earlier today. Glad you were with us for that. Now it's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media with Caden Moody leading things off. His first at bat. He's starting in center today. He stands deep in the box. Right up on top of the plate as the pitch comes in from Hunter. The pitch home. Low and outside with a fastball. Moody gets back in. Right-handed batter. Pitch comes to him from Hunter. Up and in. Ball 2. Great afternoon for baseball. A lot of people walking around enjoying the outside. After all the rain we've had, that's been few and far between those days. The 2-0 pitch coming home to Moody. That's a strike right down the middle. Guided in there nicely by Peyton Hunter. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Okay, now in front, he took a little something off there. 2-2. Leadoff man, Cade Moody. Barrett and Richter to follow. Pitch. Curveball hit him. Hit him in the foot. Curveball diving down and in. And Cade Moody hit by the pitch. So standing in will be Barrett. Corbin batting from the left side. Walk, stole a base, scored a run on the base hit by Caden DuBois. Richter standing in. Richter struck out his first time on a pitch up in his eyes. Peyton Hunter looks, checks, brings it home. Man going, the bunt. Tight down the third base side. Good bunt. Though the first base is wide, and he out recorded to the third, not in time. So Barrett was called out. He's standing back at first base, but he is out on a good play by the third baseman, Braxton Davis. So Barrett out. It goes 5-3, but Moody went all the way around to third base on the out. Tying run to third base for Richter. Good play made by Barrett. That ball was well placed. Almost beat it out. Davis made a good play to get him out. Trey then waits. The pitch from Peyton Hunter. And there's a line drive into right field. Right at the right fielder. It's caught. Runner tags. He comes home, and now he goes back as Moody had it made and second-guessed himself. He slipped a little when he started to come down the line, but the ball was never thrown on line, and he'd have been easily safe at home on a hard-hit ball by Richter. Robs him of a sacrifice fly as Caden came, I want to say, halfway down or more, and then turned around and went back. I've seen some weird things this year. That one about takes the cake. You're all but home, and you turn around and go back to third. So 2 down. Runner still at third base. The pitch, and there's a high fly ball in the deep center field. Going back, Wynn holding that ball up, and a catch is made in dead center field by Aston Gonzalez. Ball hit about 320 away, and Gonzalez brings it down for the final out. Tigers should have scored a run, but the Tigers on the tags got all the way down to about 2/3 of the way, and then backed back up, and it's still a 4-3 Cabool lead. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Keeping life simple can be a challenge, but not when you're switching to Progressive Ozark Bank. Plus, Click Switch allows you to move your direct deposit with one click. You can also use Switch Assist to move all of your automatic bill payments and subscriptions. Click plus click equals switch. Get customized alerts ranging from security to activity balances and more. Big banking technology at your local hometown bank. Progressive Ozark Bank. FDIC insured, they are an equal housing lender where people matter.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Barrett back to the hill. He's gone 2 innings, or he's into his second inning, I should say, after starting the game, giving up 4 runs, all earned. But couldn't find the plate. That was his problem. But 4 walks in that first inning, hit by pitch and just 2 hits, but gave up 4 runs. Aston Gonzalez will stand in. Gonzalez got to walk his first time up. He's in there digging a mine with his feet. He's really digging in. And Barrett will bring it home. Pitch, there's a line drive to right. Softly hit. There's Haven, and he makes the catch. 2-1 1 pitch, 1 out. Ball just up in the wind, just hung up there. Ball in on him, off the fist, and just a soft fly ball to shallow right field. Haven playing very shallow. Again, that's a very short right field perch. Trey Atkins stand in. He had a nice hit his first time up. Pitch, low and outside. Atkins singled in a run. Made it 3-1 at that time. Right-handed batter, 1 down here in the second inning as the pitch from Barrett comes home. Here it is. Ground ball towards short, softly hit. Throw by Connell low and scooped up nicely by Martin. Throw is in the dirt, but Wyatt Martin picked it. 6-3 on that put out. That ball was a worm burner on the grass and slowed down tremendously. And Garrett Connell had to race in, get that ball just at the edge of the dirt, fired it low, and Martin was able to scoop it up. 2 down. Braxton McCall stands in. He struck out his first time. Pitch comes on. McCall takes it outside. 4-3 Bulldogs. We're in the second inning. Salem got 3 in the top of the first. The Bulldogs 4 in the bottom of the first. Pitch comes in. Swing and foul tip. Off the glove of Sanders. Call playing right field today for the Bulldogs. Right-handed batter. He waits, and the pitch. Up and in. 2-1, 2 down. Bottom of the second. And the third for the Salem Tigers will be Du Bois, Barton, and Colin Haven. Right now, a Bulldog 1-run lead. Pitch coming home. That's outside. 3-1. Braxton McCall. Right-handed batter waits very patiently as Barrett nods yes. Here comes that pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Knee-high, good fastball there. 3-2. Definitely not a hitter's pitch right there. A good pitcher's pitch. And he'll try and do that same thing again. 3-2 count, and the 3-2 pitch coming home. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball. McCall goes down for the second time on strikes. And down in order go the Bulldogs. 1, 2, 3. We go to the top of the third inning with the score. Cabool 4, Salem 3. Back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
There's a lot to do at the newly renovated Salem City Park. Headlining the activities is the totally rejuvenated Alice Lou Craig Municipal Pool that offers visitors and residents of all ages a full day of fun. The park also includes a brand new splash pad adjacent to Billy's Playground, Salem's new all-accessible playground where children with different abilities can play together. The park has numerous ball fields as well as pavilions that are available to rent for private outings. For more information about the Salem City Park, visit the Salem Park and Recreation Facebook page online.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the Cardinal game. For those listening to us on the radio side, 10-5, Cards won it over the Mets. Took one of the 3 games after having that 2-0 lead get blown in the first game in the 9th inning. Cardinals had a comeback in this one. They had a 1-0 lead, then trailed 4-1. Came back, tied it, took the lead, and never let up. Got a 10-5 win today on 15 hits against the Mets, who one of the better pitching staffs in the Major League Baseball. Cardinals will be taking on Arizona next. That's their next rival, and that comes into town starting tomorrow. Caden Du Bois stands in. 4-3 Bulldogs. We are in the top of the third inning. Caden singled in a run his first time up. The first pitch comes to him. It's a fastball low and away. Peyton Hunter goes back, scrapes the dirt off the pitching rubber. Pitching from that first base side of the rubber, brings it home again. Fastball outside. Actually more of a slider there, looks like, from our angle. Stayed down and low and away. Wind is picking up out of the south, kind of blowing in toward the Salem Tiger dugout. There's a curve and a swing and a miss by Du Bois. Maybe foul-tipped it. Good curveball there by Hunter. Du Bois does some landscaping in the right-handed batter's box. And a 2-1 coming home. That's in the dirt. 3-1. Four runs in the first for Cabool, 3 runs in the first for Salem. And that's our score. We're in the third inning. 4-3 Bulldogs. The sign from Will Tucker. The pitch coming home. Curve and a swing and a miss. Du Bois way out in front. Very good pitch there by Mr. Peyton Hunter. Waiting on deck, it's Barton. Salem down by a run as Du Bois waits, and the 3-2 pitch comes home. There's a hot shot up in the air, high up in the air. Bartley comes in and makes the catch. Ball looked a little bit better off the bat. Don't know if it got up in that wind and just kind of hung up a little bit. But Du Bois got it off the end of the bat and flies out to left. Standing in now is Jimmy Barton. First pitch to him, a curveball, a swing and a miss. And a good cut. Barton, right-handed batter. Doubled his last time up. The pitch comes in. There's a line drive in at the middle. Base hit just over the head of the shortstop. Atkins gave it a good try. Ball off the end of the bat, but it falls for a single. And Jimmy with his second hit of the game. That first base. As I mentioned, he reached for it, got off the end of the bat, lined it up the middle. Atkins tried to get to it just out of his reach. And Colin Haven will stand in. Haven, right-handed batter. Has a wide stance and then strides far out as well. Pitch, swing and a miss. Runner going to the second base, and it actually hits Barton and trickles away. So Jimmy now in scoring position with that stolen base. 1-0 the count, or 0-1 the count. Said that he went around. Like he checked his swing, but the umpire ruled that he went around. Barton with a short lead. Big hole on the right side for Colin Haven. Tying run at second. And a line drive fouled on the third base line. Colin turned on it, roped it, but it was fouled by about 2 feet. Barton back to second base. 0-2 count now on Colin. Hayden Sanders will follow him. 4-3 Cabool. Top of the third inning in this matinee game here at Cabool, Missouri. Peyton Hunter stretches, looks, checks, brings it. There's a foul back. Little off-speed pitch, and Colin got out in front of it, was able to just nick it back to the screen. To stay alive. He waits. Peyton Hunter looks, checks, brings it curve outside. 1-2. Top of the third inning, one down, runner at second base. Jimmy Barton with the lead. The pitch to Colin Haven. Here it comes, outside and low. 2-2. Great afternoon for baseball. Nice breeze, very comfortable. Shirt sleeve crowd. Better than anticipated at a 3 o'clock game. The pitch, curveball outside, 3-2. So 0-2, now 3-2 to Colin Haven. Barton at second base with a good lead. Graven trying to keep him close there for the Bulldogs. The pitch, strike 3 call on the curve. Haven kind of backed up, came back across the plate. He's called out on strikes. Strikeout is the second for Hunter, and standing in is Sanders. Hayden singled down the left field line. They give him a lot of left center and a lot even more of right center. They play him down the line both right and left. And Gonzalez dead center. So you got a lot of gap room out there for Hayden. He takes a strike. Again, Graven trying to keep Barton close at second. So a big hole on that right side. The pitch, low and away with the slider. 1-1, 2 down, 4-3 Bulldogs. Top of the third inning. Tying run at second base. Sanders waits. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Salem got their hits all with 2 out. Had a walk. Got the RBI single by Du Bois with 2 outs. Barton got a double with 2 outs. Sanders a single with 2 outs. All came with 2 outs to drive in the 3 Tiger runs. We have 2 outs again, and the 1-2 comes home. Swing and a miss. Sanders out in front on the curveball. He's down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Peyton Hunter, and the Tigers strand yet another man. No runs, a hit, no errors, and there was a man left. We have now played 2.5. To the bottom of the third we go. 4-3, Cabool back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball, KSMO Media.
It's that time of the year to get your taxes done, and if you're not sure where to take them to Tax Masters at 107 West 4th Street in downtown Salem. Tax Masters can handle all of your certified e-filing, and they also do accounting services, bookkeeping, and payroll. Give Tax Masters a call today at 729-3001 or stop by 107 West 4th Street in downtown Salem, and don't be a slave to the IRS.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan or can't afford to go away to college? Or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University, Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact Admissions Counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
Earlier today, I heard the Cardinals win it 10-5 and almost had a little bench clearing brawl there late in the game, but didn't really get too far. Up and in pitch on Nolan Arenado. He challenged the pitcher, and kind of the benches started to clear out a little bit, but nobody, I believe, of course I couldn't hear it, but I don't believe anybody got kicked out of the game. Cardinals enter a 3-game losing streak, and they'll be hosting Arizona tomorrow. 5:45 game time here on KSMO Radio. Salem has no game now tomorrow because they moved tomorrow's game up to today, but they do still have the game scheduled for Friday with Houston, a makeup game from the rainout from Monday. Let's see if that can be played. Leading off is Will Tucker. The first pitch is low by Corbin Barron. Coach Edwards has left him in. Corbin has battled in this one. Not had his best stuff, but he's trying to work through it, and he did a good job of shutting down the Bulldogs last inning. 1-2-3. Brings it home to Tucker. That's a strike, 1-1. Brady Byerly and Braxton Davis will follow. We are in the bottom of the third. As the pitch from Barrett comes home. Outside with a fastball. 2-1. As the next one comes home to Tucker. There's a high fly ball in the center. Moody going back is there and makes the catch. Cade Moody went down to one knee to make sure he saw that one ball kind of, as I mentioned, with the wind blowing in, kind of came up a little short. And he went down to one knee to make sure he had it. Brady Byerly will stand in. He singled to right and drove in two back in the first inning. That gave the Bulldogs a 3-3 tie. And they went on to take advantage of a walk and hit batsman another walk to get a run home to take a 4-3 lead. That's where we stand here in the bottom of the third. One down, pitch to Byerly. High and outside, ball one with a fastball. Salem 5-6 on the year, 1-1 in the SCA coming into this matchup. Trying to get back to that 500 mark. The pitch, high ball two. Barrett really has struggled on the outside edge. That ball's been up or a little bit too far outside. That's a strike right there. So he throws it pretty much letter high on down the middle. Byerly taking all the way, 2-1. One down. Bottom of the third inning. The pitch coming in. That's low and outside. 3-1. Times it looks like Barrett might be trying to guide that ball over instead of a free and easy pitch. He's trying to locate it with a kind of like a dart accuracy, and hasn't worked very well for him. The pitch coming home. There's a high fastball. That's ball four. Byerly hesitated. The walk in that game is number 5 for Barrett. Standing in is Braxton Davis. 1 on, 1 out. Pitch to Davis. Swing and a miss. Good pitch right there. Barrett had him out in front. Took a little something off. Davis all geared up. Swung right through it. Next one comes home. Fastball popped up on the infield. Near the dugout. Martin over. And it's out of play. Ball just on the outside of the dugout. No clouds anywhere here at Cabool. Great afternoon. Hope you're having one as well. Thanks for joining us on KSMO Media. And the 0-2 coming home to Davis, inside low. Byerly not going anywhere as the ball kind of trickled out of the glove of Sanders. Braxton Davis earned a walk his first time up. 1-2 the count. One down. Byerly a very short lead. Not going. Curveball just missed. Well, it's good coming across the plate, but the Tigers don't get the call. 2-2. Now where you catch it, it's where it comes over the plate. 2-2 pitch. There's a looping line drive towards Richter. He has it. He got a chance for a double play, and he got it. As Byerly ventured off the bag, thinking that might drop, Richter got it. It was very, very obvious he was going to catch it, and Byerly still didn't get back in time. So Davis lines out into a double play. 4-3. No runs, no hits, a walk, a double play. Nobody left. We've now played 3. Our score, Cabool 4, Salem Tigers 3. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. Call 729-5761. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Joe Brand with Edward Jones. Today's interest rates are creating real challenges for many Americans who live on a fixed income. Edward Jones has been helping individual investors like you for more than 130 years. If you have money coming due soon and want to hear about alternatives to possibly increase your income, help reduce your tax bill, or invest for growth potential, come see us at Edward Jones, 911 South Pershing, or call 729-3831. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We go to the 4th inning. Salem Tigers will send up Wyatt Martin, Cade Moody, and then Corbin Barrett. They trail it by 1 as Peyton Hunter has found his better stuff. He has shut down the Tigers after that first inning where they got 3 runs. He's hit a man and given up a single, but Tigers have not been able to score. 4-3 Bulldogs. Corbin Barrett has settled down as well. Still has moments of wildness, but Tigers got out of that one on a humpback liner towards Trayden Richter. He waited, got it, and Byerly ventured off the bag at first. And I guess he lost, maybe confused. It was 2 out. I'm not sure what, but when he turned around to go back to first base, it was already after Richter caught the ball. So when he threw over there to Martin, the double play was completed. And I noticed the first base coach taking Mr. Byerly aside and having a conversation with him. So here we are in the 4th inning now. Cabool still holding on to their 1-run lead. Martin from the left side waits. Pitch coming in. Low and in, ball 1. Scoops off the plate and back to the screen. Wyatt grounded out to the first baseman, Isaiah White-Wake, back in that first inning to end that inning. He's up here in the 4th, leading off. Caden Moody on deck. Tigers need 1 to tie here in the 4th inning. There's a line drive right at the third baseman. Ball was smoked by Martin. He shot it right down the line, and Braxton Davis was right there. All is hit well, but it's an out. And Caden Moody will stand in. Moody was hit on the back foot by a pitch. Deep in the box, right-handed batter waits. Pitch coming home. Swing and a miss on a curve. Peyton Hunter has used that off-speed pitch to his advantage since that first inning. A little bit wild in that first inning. The Tigers waited for him to come in the zone and hit him. Now he's getting out in front. 0-1 to count to Moody. Fastball outside. 1-1. Davis cheating in at third base, expecting Moody to bunt. Very shallow in the outfield, except for the left fielder, Brady Byerly, who's deep for whatever reason. Pitch. Swing and a miss on 1 down and in to Moody. Caden Moody. Standing in, right on top of that plate, but deep in the box. Pitch from Peyton Hunter. Curve up and in, actually behind Moody. Marengo had to wait for that ball to actually cross, went right behind his back. Hunter kind of laughs about it. Ball slipped out of his hand. 2-2, 1 down here in the 4th inning. 4-3 Bulldogs. Straight away for Moody. Infield and outfield to pitch. Low and outside. 3-2. Caden looking to get something started with 1 out. Tigers have 4 hits in the game, 3 runs. Next from Hunter, here it is. Swing a line drive right at the third baseman, Davis. He's got it. Consecutive lineouts to Davis at third base. And there's 2 down. So Martin absolutely crushed one that Davis caught. About head high, and then Moody hit one. A little bit more of a loop to it, but still at Davis, and he made another fine play. So Barrett stands in. They cheat in at first and third, thinking he might bunt. As Peyton Hunter brings it in, a swing and a foul straight back by Barrett. They give him left center field, play him to pull. So there's a whole bunch of room out there in left center. They went right over the shortstop's head, and he'll be running for a while. Grass pretty thick here, though, at Cabool. Could slow up the travels to that ball. The pitch coming in. There's a little pop fly towards the dugout, and that ball's going to just get over the fence and out of play. Davis chased that one down, but no play on that. 2-0-2, 2 down. Tigers trailing it by 1 run here as we are in the top of the 4th inning. Peyton Hunter gets the sign. He's ready. The pitch outside. Will Tucker, the catcher, has done a good job back there, trying to help out his hurler and has settled him down. And the 1-2. There's a ground ball towards second. Big hop to the second baseman, Graven, who throws him out. Caleb Graven with a big hop, then a short hop, stayed with it, threw out Barrett. Down in order go the Salem Tigers, 1, 2, 3. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning with the Bulldogs still leading it by 1, 4-3. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Is your back continually giving you pain? Do you constantly have headaches? Do you have numbness or tingling in your arms, hands, legs, or feet? These are symptoms, and they're a warning sign from your body. And if you'd like to know why they're occurring, Dr. Amber Duncan of Duncan Chiropractic can help. Her mission is to find the cause of the problem and correct it. Give Dr. Amber Duncan a call at 729-2321 or stop by 401 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. Have you had a fender bender or crashed your vehicle? Come and see Jadwin and Smith Auto Body and Auto Care for all of your auto body needs. They have over 20 years of experience of putting vehicles back in mint condition. Take your vehicle to Jadwin and Smith Auto Body and Auto Care at 1202 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem, across from Walmart, or call 729-3900. Locally owned by Tim and Wendy Smith.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning here. Salem Tigers and the Bulldogs battling it out in a close game. This game started out, it was going to be a 20-20-19 game. As Salem got 3 in the top of the 1st, the Bulldogs 4 in the bottom of the 1st, and that's been it. Still 4-3. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Winds now starting to blow across the field from left center toward the right field line, which is the very shallowest part of the ballpark. So our winds that were coming directly out of the south have moved towards the east. East-southeast, I might say. They're not extremely hard, but it could be a little bit of assistance if somebody gets a ball up in the air that direction. So standing in to lead it off will be Peyton Hunter, the pitcher. Right-handed batter, the first pitch, swing and a miss on one up in his eyes. Hunter went a whacking at that one. Not much chance of hitting it. He laughs at that pitch with the umpire. He just went tomahawking at it. The next one comes in. There's a high fly ball out in the short left field. Coming in is Barton, coming in is Moody, and Moody makes the catch. Ball out left center, just kind of hung up. And Caden came in to make a nice play. And Isaiah White-Wake will stand in. Ball off the end of the bat of Hunter. Tiger players not playing extraordinarily deep, had time to get there. White Wake, right-handed batter, waits. The pitch, that's low in the dirt. He walked his first time up and drove home a run. The game difference right now. The fourth run of that inning. White Wake waits. That's a strike on the outside corner. Du Bois in at third base. Martin in at the bag at first. White Wake of Waits. Showed bunt. Backed it off. 2-1. Tiger straightaway on the outfield. Straightaway at second and short, as I mentioned, in at third and first. Isaiah waits for that pitch to come home. Here it is from Barrett. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. 2-2. One down here. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning. Our Lady Tigers are ready to get underway here at Cabool against the Lady Dogs. Pitch, high and outside. That'll be the first game for two for them, and they will play Mountain View Liberty after that game with Cabool here at Cabool. They'll play here in Cabool. So Salem will play Mountain View Liberty at Cabool. That game will be played after their game that starts here in just a couple of minutes at the softball field. The pitch in the dirt, ball 4. Walk number 6 in the game. So Caleb Graven will stand in. He's walked and ground into a fielder's choice. And Coach Edwards might be making some changes here. And I believe he is. Roy Stevens going to come in. Stevens will take over on the hill for Barrett. Got those pitch counts you got to worry about. So Barrett will go out to center field, and Caden Moody will come in, and Stevens will come on and play third base, and Caden Du Bois looks like he's going to do some pitching. So you're in the bottom of the fourth inning with a man on first. Caden Du Bois will go to pitch. Barrett will go to center field. And it'll be Roy Stevens coming in to play third base or second. I think he's going to end up playing third. So Stevens will be more than likely playing third and leave Richter at second base here in the bottom of the fourth. So Du Bois from third to the pitching mound. Barrett from the pitching mound to center field. And Stevens will check in the game in the place of Cade Moody, and he'll play third base. So Barrett pitched 3 innings and a third. He is responsible for the man on base, by the way. And so 3 1/3 inning. He did give up just 2 hits in the game, 4 runs. Well, still responsible for the man on. Gave up 6 walks and struck out 2 in the game. So we'll see how well Kane does, and 4-3 is our score right now. Let's hope we can keep it right there. At the top of the order, Caleb Graven will stand in, and he will bat from the left side. So he's a switch hitter. Batted right against Barrett, batting left against Du Bois. First pitch in, first strike. So Stevens at third base, Connell at short, Richter at second, Martin at first, Barrett in center, Haven in right, Martin in left. And there's a line drive right at Connell. Throw to first base for a double play, and he got it. Good scoop there by Martin on the line drive, and good play by Connell. He kind of had to go up a little bit. Craven lines out. The second double play in a row turned by the Tigers. 6-3 on that double play, and that retires the side. No runs, a walk, no hits, a double play, nobody left. And we go to the top of the fifth inning with the score still. The Bulldogs 4, the Tigers 3. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
I was surprised.
I was definitely surprised.
Yep, we had no idea. Totally surprised. Can you say jaw drop?
Who knew? State Farm, with these great rates?
The surprise everyone's talking about is the surprisingly great rates for home and auto insurance from State Farm, especially when you combine them.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today at 729-3056.
Hi, this is Justin Hubbs.
And Gage Salbumer.
With Big Iron Realty. That's right, Big Iron not only auctions equipment, Big Iron also auctions land online, alerting over 350,000 registered bidders worldwide that your land is up for auction. Big Iron Realty's marketing is unrivaled. Email blast?
Check.
Marketing campaign?
Check.
Social media?
Check.
Radio?
Check.
Drone footage and produced video of your land?
Check.
Auctions sell faster than listings. For more information on how to get your land sold, visit BigIronGuys.com.
That's BigIronGuys.com.
We hope that you're enjoying the game on KSMO Media. In KSMO Salem, Missouri. Cardinals won it earlier today, 10-5. They'll play Arizona tomorrow, 5:45 game time. Well, I'm sorry, 5:45 pregame time. Here on KSMO, game time at 6:40. Cardinals and the Diamondbacks. Blues' final regular season game will be Friday night with the Las Vegas Golden Knights, as the Cardinals will play Friday night. That game will not be heard. If the Cardinals don't play Friday night, that game would be heard on KSMO Media. So there you go. Game will probably provide not much in the standings, as the Blues will face the Minnesota Wild in the first round. The only decision to be made is will they be home team or away team. But it won't change the TV locations and times, so not much to that game will mean anything. If the Vegas Knights are still struggling to get in the playoffs, that might be a big game for them. But they're all but eliminated already. All right, so it'll be Traylon Richter stand in. Richter takes a strike. 0-1 to count. Richter is hitting some bad luck. Lined out hard to right. Should have been a sacrifice fly, but Caden Moody came down the line. Then when the throw came in, packed up. He was about two-thirds of the way in, then stopped and went back. Craziest thing I ever saw. Throw was up the first base line. He would have scored easily standing up, but the young man turned back and was trying to play it safe. And we're still 4-3 Cabool. That pitch is outside. A little something off that one. Almost looked like a straight change that slipped out of his hand. 2-1 to count. Richter waits from the left side. Leading off of here in the fifth inning. Low it in. 3-1. Ava Bears will face Cabool right after the game here with Salem. So the Bulldogs will have a doubleheader. Pitch. Line drive into right field. Right at the right fielder. He's got it again. So Richter hits it again to the right side. Braxton McCall came in. Made the catch. 1 out. Garrett Connell will stand in. He's flown out to center, ground out to second. Wind still kind of blowing in towards home plate now again from center field. They were kind of moving from the east to southeast, and that curveball hits Garrett in the shoulder. So the slow curve, and Garrett just stood there and took it in the shoulder. Probably hurt the ball worse than it hurt Garrett. Standing in will be Du Bois. So runner at first base, 1 down. Connell might be running here. Tigers down by 1, need to get a runner in scoring position. Du Bois has an RBI single in this one already. And he's flown out to left. Pitch from Peyton Hunter is low. Big hole on the right side. That's where White Wake is holding on Garrett Connell, who has a decent lead. Now a little bigger lead. Now a little bigger lead. Garrett not going. Pitch low and outside. It's 2-0 as Peyton might be getting a little tired out there. That ball kind of lost its break. Just kind of died down low and away, but didn't have a lot of break to it or a lot of bite. 2-0 the count. Runner is going. That pitch is back to the screen, and Connell makes the turn. Stays at second base as Will Tucker kind of nonchalantly went over and got the ball. But a wild pitch puts Connell at second base. He's the tying run. Du Bois with a 3-0 count. Peyton Hunter brings it home. That's ball 4 in the dirt. And first, after the first out by Richter, the next two have reached on a walk and a hit batsman. And Barton, who's 2 for 2, will stand in. He doubled the left center and singled up the middle as well. And that might be it for Hunter. Hunter's done a good job after that first inning, giving up 3 runs but threw a lot of pitches. He's done for the day. So I believe we're going to see Davis come in, and it looks like he will take over on the hill. So Braxton Davis will take over. Two on, 1 out, and Peyton Hunter is responsible for those 2 runners on base. So Davis will come in. We are in the 5th inning, so 4 1/3 innings. 4 hits given up by Hunter in this game. As I mentioned, is still responsible for the men on, but he did have a little wildness early on in the game. He in the game did walk 3, hit 2. And he did strike out 3 in the game as well. So he will move over to third base. So Davis getting his warm-up tosses in. Here on KSMO Radio. At the conclusion of this game, if time allows, we'll have local news, regular local news at the 5 o'clock hour. That'll be AP News and then statewide news on the Missouri Net. Brownfield Commodity Report, local news, sports, civic record, daily investment report, all coming up. 5 o'clock hour after Tiger Baseball. 5th inning action, 4-3 Bulldogs. Davis in. From the stretch, brings it up and in. Strike call, though, on Barton. He didn't like the call. Ball tailed in on him, and umpire gave the pitcher the strike. Davis has got a good arm. The 0-1 coming to Barton. Here it is, way high and inside. So Hunter now at third base, playing even with the bag. Connell at second for Salem, with Du Bois at first. Tying run at second base. They give the right side open to Jimmy Barton. Pitch comes home. Low and away, gets away, and both runners are going to move up. That ball skipped off the plate, and Tucker couldn't bring it under control. So wild pitches have put the Tigers in scoring position now. The lead run at second, tying run at third, 90 feet away. Barton like to get his third hit of the game and put Salem on top. Pitch from Davis. Swing and a miss. Took us something off. Had him out in front. 2-2 the count. 1 down. Barton, right-handed batter, waits. Connell at third base, trying to tantalize the pitcher. He looks, checks, throws that way, and easily back is Connell. You always kind of hope for a wild throw there. But with Hunter holding a man on, leaves a big hole on that left side. The pitch coming home. Swing and a miss. Barton chased one out of the strike zone. That was low and away, and he swung at it. He's down on strikes. Strikeout number 1 for Davis, and Colin Haven will stand in. He was punched out on strikes his last time and walked his first time. He's 0 for 1 in the game. 2 down now. Connell at third. Du Bois at second. Pitch coming to Haven. Here it is. That's a little bit inside low. Ball at the feet of the catcher. Couldn't find it. About 5 feet from the home plate itself. Big hole on the left side as Hunter holds on the runner, just like a first baseman would. The pitch, low, good scoop by Tucker. That ball came up. He snared it, and it's 2-0. Connell with a very short lead off third. Pitch coming to Haven. That's a strike right at the letters. Davis bringing home that fastball up in the strike zone. 2-1 the count. 4-3 Bulldogs. 5th inning. Tying run at third. Lead run at second. The 2-1 to Haven coming home. Fouled it back 2-2. Braxton Davis trying to get this last out. Struck out Barton, and the pitch to Haven. Here it comes. Just a little bit high. Ball 3. That wasn't high by much. Haven with that wide stance from the right-handed batter's box. Waits. Davis, the sign from Tucker. Brings it. Strike 3 call. Inside corner fastball. And Haven called out on strikes to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, a hit batsman, 2 left. Tigers have left 6 on in the game, and they trail it after 4.5. To the bottom of the 5th we go. 4-3 Bulldogs. We'll be back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Radio.
Looking for a local place to buy fresh herbs for your tea? Stop by Magic Herbs in Salem at 109 West 4th Street, where you'll find a variety of jewelry, t-shirts, and candles. Ask about the membership club that gets you free entry into daily events and the ability to buy food from their kitchen. Club members can enjoy free Wi-Fi and coffee, too. Call for the details at 453-2221. Magic Herbs is open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 9 to 9 and Sundays 10 to 7 in downtown Salem.
Place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Right now at K&H Auto Supply, get a Schumacher 1.5 amp battery maintainer for $44.99. 3-ton jack stands are $44.99 a pair, and Super Clean Cleaner and Degreaser is $11.99 a gallon. K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store right here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Caden Du Bois back to the hill. As now it's a game of relievers. Hunter's line is 4 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 2 hit batsmen. Davis has come in and shut the door against the Tigers in that 5th inning. And Du Bois did the same for Corbin Barrett back in the 4th inning. He's back on the hill, is Du Bois. And he will be facing Easton Gonzalez, Trey Atkins, and Braxton McCall. Gonzalez has walked and flown out to right in the pitch. Strike call. Fastball inside edge. Du Bois ready in a hurry. Curveball, that's a little bit low. Stevens even a bag of third. Everybody else straight away. Gonzalez has some speed. And the pitch. A little pop fly in the short left field. Martin coming in. Makes the catch. Got jammed, did Gonzalez, and just kind of checked his swing and flew out to left, and Trey Atkins will stand in. One of those excuse-me fly balls almost as he pulled his hands in, but then did not follow through on a swing and just left that ball hanging and dangling out in the air. So Trey Atkins will stand in. Pitch, that's a high fastball. Atkins, right-handed batter, deep in the box. Trey got a base hit, drove in a run back in the first. Ground out to short, and takes another one high for a 2-0 count. Tigers scheduled to be in Houston Friday, 4:30. Cabool will take on Ava right after this one, as that pitch was just a bit outside. It's 3-0. Don't know what the rest of their schedule is. Salem will be at Cuba Tuesday and at Mountain View on Wednesday. The pitch, that's a little bit high, ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Trey Atkins. And Braxton McCall, who struck out twice, will stand in. Four 3 Bulldogs. They've led this game since the first inning. Salem got off to a 3-0 lead, but the Bulldogs bounced back on the wildness of Corbin Barrett, who had 4 walks and a hit past him in that first inning. All in the dirt behind Sanders. Can't find it down to second base. Will go Atkins on the wild pitch. Ball hit the dirt and then hit Sanders, trickled down at the base of his feet, but he turned around, couldn't find it, allowing the base runner to head to second base. So Atkins is second base now. 1 down, 4-3 Bulldogs with McCall at the plate to pitch. That's outside. 2-0. What a game yesterday with Sullivan, with a good pitcher's game, done in about an hour and 25 minutes. Pitch comes in, a pop-up foul back and out of play. No walks in the game except for the intentional walks of Garrett Connell. But 4 errors for Salem cost them the game as they lost it 2-1. Stevens at third. In right at the bag. The pitch, grounder towards second. Richter has it on a big hop, throws to first in time as Atkins makes the turn to third. McCall out 4-3 on the put out, and Will Tucker will stand in. Will has flown out to center, and he also has struck out. Tucker, right-handed batter, gets deep in the box. Waves his bat around over his shoulders. The pitch comes in, a swing and a miss. He got all tied up. Good pitch by Du Bois up and in. Man at third is Atkins. 2 down. 4-3 Bulldogs. The pitch from Du Bois. There's a line drive. Base. Oh, no. Great catch by Connell. What a catch. I thought he jumped a little too early, and the ball snared in his web and stuck there. That ball was roped by Tucker on a line drive, and Connell got up there. I don't know how he stayed in the air that long, but he did, and he caught the ball, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, a walk, a man left. We've now played a full 5 innings, and we have not changed a thing since the first inning. It's still the Bulldogs 4. The Tigers 3 will be back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Hi, I'm Doug Barnes from the Town & Country Bank. What does the farm mean to you? Maybe it means a weekend getaway for camping or hunting, or it's the life as a farmer. Maybe you want to build a dream home with a view. No matter what the farm means to you, Town & Country Bank can make it happen with the best rates and terms on land and mortgage loans. Town & Country Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 412144.
Say goodbye to wasting your hard-earned money and traveling long distances to get your MRI. This is Bobby Sullins, Radiology Director at Salem Memorial District Hospital. The hospital now has the newest technology in-house 5 days a week, and it's open bore, meaning you have ample room to get comfortable during your exam. If you have any questions, just give me a call at 729-6626. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
We go to the sixth inning, and time is running out. Hayden Sanders, Wyatt Martin, and Roy Stevens will be up for the Salem Tigers facing Braxton Davis. Davis finished up that fifth inning with 2 strikeouts. As Sanders gets ready to bat, Salem has had just 4 hits in this game, and Cabool has had just 2. Not a lot of hits, but definitely a lot of walks. And as we mentioned, Hunter had 3 walks, hit 2. Corbin Barrett had 6 walks and hit 1. And then, of course, Du Bois in the last inning did also have a walk, to his credit. 7 walks to Cabool in this game. Standing in is Sanders. Sanders got one of those hits back in the first inning, a swing and a miss. Kind of lifted out of his shoes on that pitch. Wanted to turn on it, but a ball a little bit inside. He had to try and pull his hands in. Next one from Davis. Fastball low. Back to the screen. Cardinals won it today, 10-5. They'll host Arizona tomorrow, 5:45 pregame show. Salem's next game that's scheduled is Houston on Friday at 4:30. That's a makeup game from Monday. Fastball high and outside, 2-1. Next week it'll be Cuba and Salem. Tuesday, 4:30 at Cuba. There's a high fly ball in the center field. Going back a few steps is Gonzalez, and he makes the catch. 1 out. Then we have Mountain View Liberty on Wednesday at 4:30 at Mountain View, and then the Tiger Tournament starts. The Salem Baseball Tournament will start last through the weekend. Don't forget, the Salem Tigers do have a 3-way tournament this Saturday with Plato and Mountain Grove. 10 o'clock in the morning if weather permits. Fastball's high. So a 3-way baseball tournament will be on Saturday with Plato and Mountain Grove at the Salem High School baseball field complex. 10 o'clock in the morning is when that starts. Martin takes it low. 2-0. Martin smoked one at Davis when he was playing third base off of Hunter. Now Hunter's playing third base. See if Wyatt wants to go back the other way. Takes a strike on the outside corner. 2-1. Wyatt, pretty good sized lad. A game-winning RBI fly ball against Steelville way back early in the year in the 1-0 win. Pitch coming home, low and inside, 3-1. As Davis came inside with a curveball, broke down and in over his feet. 1 down, the 6th inning. Martin waiting. Pitch from Davis. Here it is. Fastball high and away. Ball 4. 1 out walk, and Roy Stevens will stand in. Stevens has had some good hitting days. They're going to pinch run for Martin here. Still waiting on the pinch runner.
Typically, if you have a dog that's running at large to cross in the game, please see the store administrator behind the press box. If you have a dog that you cross in the game that's not restrained, please see the store administrator.
And it looks like Hanger running. It looks like Brendan Hanger ready to run for Martin. as Stevens will get into the batter's box. Awful long time to figure out who's going to run there. Maybe did not have his spikes on. Pitch to Stevens. Comes home. Fastball first strike. Great afternoon here, Cabool. A lot of action in the first inning and not so much since, but we've had some good defensive plays by both teams. 4-3 our score. Davis ready, brings it home. Low and outside, goes back to the screen, and Hanger will venture down to second base. That's the tying run on the wild pitch. Some wild pitches here have given Salem some opportunities. They did back in the fifth inning and again also in the third inning, but they were not able to capitalize. Pitch to Stevens, the ground ball right down the line. It's fair. Here comes Hanger. He's going to tie it up. And Stevens will hang on with a base hit. Stevens grounded one fair by about a foot. Diving for it was Hunter, but he couldn't get it. And the RBI single by Stevens. And it's a 4-4 game. First hit for Salem since way back in the third inning. Standing in is Barrett. Takes a high fastball. So Stevens grounds one right down the third base line. It's fair. Goes down in the corner. By the time that Byerly got to it, Hanger was already halfway home. Pitch to Barrett. He bunts the ball down the third base line. Hunter gets it on the big out. Throws way too late. Peyton Hunter came in, and as he went to field the ball, it took a little bit of a hop and came up, and it altered the way he had to throw the ball. And that was enough. So nothing Davis could do on that. That was a very good bunt, but the little jump at the end as Peyton Hunter was coming in ready to take that ball down low and fire it, the ball came up. He had to move the glove up, and in doing so, he had to double clutch, and that's the difference. The base hit by Barrett on the bunt, and Tigers have runners at first and second, one out. Here in the sixth inning, they've tied the game 4-4. Stevens at second, Barrett at first. At the plate is Richter. Richter's hit the ball hard twice and struck out. Lined one hard to right back in the second inning, which Caden Moody tagged up and came two-thirds of the way down, then turned around and went back after the throw came in, but it was wide, but you can't tell from that coming down from the third base line to the right field side, so he backed up. Pitch to Richter, swing and a foul at the plate. Davis trying to blow that one by him, and Trey then fouled it off. So after hitting a scorching liner to right, he hit we'll just say a fairly decent humpback liner to right a second time going that direction. He struck out his first time up. 0 for 3, the pitch, and there's another high fly ball down the right field side, and it's foul. Almost had home run distance there down that short right field line, which is 270. But the ball was foul. Richter 0-2. Shortstop trying to keep Stevens close. Pitch comes in, high. Atkins trying to duck in behind Stevens, but leaves a big hole in that left side. Second baseman playing two pull, so still a pretty good size hole up the middle already. Pitch to Richter coming, high, 2-2. Peyton Hunter playing even with the bag at third. Should probably step a few steps over. We'll see if that pays off. The pitch just outside again to Richter. Didn't miss by much. Davis didn't like that call. And it's 3-2. 0-2 to 3-2. 4-4 game. Lead run Roy Stevens at second base. Barrett at first. And the pitch. Ground ball towards short. Coming in to get it is Atkins. No play there, no play anywhere. Atkins went to throw the ball to second, but there's no play as Barrett had beat him, as Richter saw that hole over there and just reached the bat out and tapped a slow grounder. It'll be an infield single for Trayden Richter, and the bases are loaded, and that is good situational hitting by Trayden Richter. Didn't try and do too much, just put the ball in play and grounded right at the shortstop Atkins, and he went to go for the force out, no play there. Too late to get Trayden, who can run pretty well, and the bases are loaded. One down. Tigers have tied the game 4-4 and threatened to take the lead on 3 straight singles. 2 of them on the infield. A punt single by Corbin Barrett and the infield tapper by Trayden Richter. Garrett Connell will stand in. Best power hitter Salem has. The bases are loaded. And Cabool could do what they did yesterday at Sullivan and walk in, but it would give Salem the lead 5-4. So pretty sure they're not going to do that. So it looks like a pitching change is going to be made. So Caleb Graven is going to take over and pitch. He'll take over for Davis. Davis, with 1 out here in the 6th inning, will have gone 1 inning. He didn't pitch badly. Just some situational hitting, some good situational hitting by the Salem Tigers. He's given up 3 hits and a walk. He's responsible for all 3 guys on the base. He did strike out 2 in the inning he came in. 4-4 our score. Stevens at third base for the Tigers. Barrett at second, and now Richter at first. Got lots of speed out there for Garrett Connell, who has flown out to center. Grounded to second, and has been hit by a pitch. So the Tigers looking to try and get their second SCA win. And so all the infielders crowd around the head coach while the assistant coach goes out and talks to the outfielders about the situation. 4-4 our score at the top of the 6th inning. Connell up. And Caleb Graven to the hill. Graven, who was playing second base. Now see Davis back to shortstop, and Atkins will go from shortstop to second. So Graven in to pitch here in the top of the 6th. Atkins to second base. Davis to shortstop. And Garrett Connell at the plate. Infield in. Outfield fairly shallow. Connell waits the pitch from Graven. It hit him. It hit him in the shoulder, and the Tigers take the lead 5-4. Connell never got a chance to swing. He was hit by the pitch right in the same shoulder he got hit with the last time, but this time gets an RBI. So Stevens comes in to score, Barrett to third, and Richter down to second base. And the bases are still loaded for Du Bois. Pitch outside. Infield still in. 5-4 Salem. Big hole on the left side where, again, Hunter is trying to hold on the man at third base. Pitch coming in. Curve ball goes all the way back to the screen, but nobody can move in. So it's 2-0 to count. But Du Bois is going to be getting a fat pitch here. If he can't throw one over the plate, he's got to groove it. Hopefully Caden's ready for it. Big hole out in center field, very shallow. Gonzalez way shallow, and that pitch is high and outside, 3-0. White Wake in. Davis in. Hunter in. The 3-0. That's ball 4. He walked in another. 2 RBIs for Du Bois as Barrett comes in. That makes it a 6-4 Salem Tiger lead. Richter to third base, Connell down to second. And the merry-go-round continues with Jimmy Barton. So Graven's hit a man, walked a man. Those 2 runs still being charged to Davis, and that one in the dirt, scooped by Tucker. Kind of turned his head on that one. That's not a safe thing to do. You have the mask that protects the head-on shot, not the side one. Barton got a little pop, but Gonzalez really shallow. The pitch, up and in, 2-0. Raven has not thrown a strike yet. 7 straight balls, 1 that hit Connell for an RBI hit by pitch, and then 4 straight to Du Bois for an RBI walk. Pitch to Barton. That's a strike right down the middle. A 2-1 to count. Barton back in. Right-handed batter. Pitch from Graven. Here it is. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Richter down third base. Ready to move. Connell at second, right behind him. The pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a high fastball. Barton down on strikes. First strikeout for Graven, and Colin Haven will stand in. Bases are loaded. Salem with 3 runs in this inning have tied it and taken the lead. Started with a fly out, then a walk, a base hit, an infield hit, a bunt single by Barrett. Made it first and second with Hanger running, and then a base hit by Roy Stevens down the line. Tied the game. There's a foul back by Haven. 1-1. After Barrett bunted for a single, Richter hit a soft grounder towards short, beat it out as there's no play, and then the hit by pitch for Connell, and then the walk to Du Bois. The 1-1 to Haven. Coming home up high, 2-1. So call them what you will. Those hits, not hit very hard, but well-placed hits. And Stevens hit just a foot inside the third place bag, and they're a pop fly by the Cabool dugout. That ball's going to go out of play. Haven got an off-speed pitch inside off the plate, and he popped it up. The ball drifted over the Cabool dugout. Wind still blowing in from center field. Not extremely hard, but at about 8 to 10 miles an hour. 2-2 count. Pitch to Haven from Graven. Here it comes. Popped up again, backing out of play toward the bus. Haven has struck out twice and walked. Three runs in. Salem with a 6-4 lead. Top of the 6th inning. The pitch from Graven. Here it comes. Ball low. Ball gets away. And Richter comes home to score on a wild pitch. Tucker is slowed down and going back and getting the ball, and is very deliberate there. And Richter read it and came in as Tucker went back and got it on the wild pitch. The run scores to make it 7-4. 3-2 to count to Haven. Still 2 out. The 9th man to bat in the inning. Salem with 4 runs in. Graven brings it home. Swing and a miss on a straight change. And Haven down on strikes. Second strikeout for the hurler for Cabool. But the Salem Tigers do score 4 times. They do so on a total of 3 hits. There was no errors and 2 men left. We have now played 5.5 to the bottom of the 6th we go. Salem Tigers lead this one now 7-4. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Playing the hits. KSMO, Salem.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Well, heck, our girls are playing Mountain View here at Cabool. Why would you play Mountain View at Cabool? We're doing it. So they got to get these games. We are back here at Cabool. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. Salem Tigers now with a 7-4 lead. It was a 4-3 game with Cabool on top all the way from the 1st inning. But the Tigers got some breaks in that 6th inning after the walk to Martin. Hanger came in to run and then went to second on a wild pitch. And then Roy Stevens tied the game with a base hit. A Barrett bunt single, an infield single for Trazen Richter, loaded the bases, and Connell gets hit in the shoulder to drive in the lead run. A walk brings in another, and then another scores on a wild pitch. Fly ball down the left field line by Byerly, caught there by Mr. Jimmy Barton. Ball just hung up there on a little pop fly down the line. 1 pitch, 1 out for Caden DuBois. DuBois has come in relief of Barrett. The line on Davis is done. Davis responsible for 2 runs, both earned. Pitch comes in. That's a strike on the outside corner. Next one coming on by DuBois, up and in to Braxton Davis. Davis is lined into a double play and walked. Tigers straight away for him here in the 6th inning with a 3-run Salem Tiger lead. A swing and a miss on a high fastball. 2-2. Tigers scheduled to be in Houston Friday. We all know the weather situation there. Hopefully get that game in. A curve and a swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch had Davis swinging it air. Nice pitch by DuBois. He gets the strikeout. That's his first for Caden. And Peyton Hunter will stand in. He's flown out to center field and was hit by a pitch. Davis, by the way, charged with all 4 runs, by the way. Sorry about that. And had 2. No, it was 4. So he gave up 3 hits, a walk, and every one of those came around to score eventually in that inning. So Peyton Hunter waits the 1-0 and a swing and a miss. Tigers trying to go to 2-1 in the SCA and even their record at 6-6. Next one from DuBois. That's low. In the 7th inning, it'll be the Salem Tigers sending back up Hayden Sanders, Wyatt Martin, and Roy Stevens. That group tied the game. And the rest of the gang joined in and got them the lead. Swing and a miss as DuBois is mixing up his speeds well. Hunter way out in front on that one. Isaiah White-Wake is next. 2 down here in the pitch in the dirt, 3-2. We're in the 6th inning. 7-4, Salem on top. 3 in the first, 4 in that 6th inning. Cabool got all the runs in the bottom of the first. The pitch, swing, a line drive into left center. Barton's going to get burned on that one. That's going to go over his head. It'll end up being a double. Throw comes into second base, but into second is Hunter. That ball was up, and Hunter ripped it into left center field. Martin had to get on his horse and take off. As Martin got back there, he was able to get the ball back in, but not until Hunter came up easily with a double, stand-up double. Good thing is there's nobody on. There was 2 outs. So Isaiah White-Wake, who walked in a run to give Cabool a lead of 4-3, stands in. He also walked back in the 4th inning, so he has not officially had a time at bat, yet has an RBI. The pitch, swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. White-Wake, right-handed batter. 2 down. Bottom of the 6th inning. Top of the order waits next. Du Bois checks, brings home the 0-2. Strike 3 call on an off-speed pitch right at the letters. His second strikeout of the inning, and that retires the side. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. We've now played 6. 7-4 Salem. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Country Mart in Salem, where you'll find hundreds of new low prices throughout the store. Hot weekly specials, everyday low prices on thousands of items. Plus, they also have a deli, pharmacy, Western Union, FedEx drop-off, Bissell rental, greenhouse, and propane cylinders. And if you need to make copies or send a fax, Country Mart can do that too. Stop by today at Country Mart in Salem, and don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, serving Salem for 58 years.
Graven back to the hill for the Cabool Bulldogs here. Don't forget, we'll have our regular 5 o'clock news block coming your way at the conclusion of this game. Cabool will go on to face the Ava Bears after a short respite following this contest. 7-4 our score, as Graven will face Hayden Sanders, who's flown out, singled, and drove in a run, and also has a strikeout to his credit. Tigers have been able to generate some offense at times in this game. Got some gifts, but at the same time earned a couple of things by not trying to overswing. And I can give a lot of credit to Trayden Richter. He just saw what was available and took advantage of it on a little chop single that really put the pressure on Cabool when the bases were loaded. And then they changed pitchers, and the Tigers get the RBI by Garrett Connell on a hit batsman. Just shows you what you can do when you constantly put a team under pressure. And in this case, the Tigers did a good job. And got to give credit. Bear with a bunt single, Richter with a little slap single. Take it. It's good. It counts. And the Tigers took advantage of it and made it work. So as we go to the bottom or top of the 7th, Salem Tigers will send up Hayden Sanders. Pitch, fly ball down the left field line, foul. It's going to go out of play. Caleb Graven leading it off. Right-handed batter. Will lead it off in the bottom of the inning. He's back on the hill as the pitch comes to Sanders. Foul straight back. High fastball. Good rip by Hayden. That ball looked like it was right where he wanted it. Just couldn't make connections. Graven's ready. Cabool defense straight away for Sanders. The pitch comes home. Curve in the dirt. Seventh inning action from Cabool. A pitch, a line drive foul as Ken Hayden out in front. Pitch was up. Again, he turned on it. Hayden in this game is 1 for 3 with the RBI. Key RBI back in that first inning. He waits. Pitch from Graven. Curveball. Strike 3 call. Slow curve. Tantalizing, and Hayden could not pull the trigger. He's called out on strikes, and that is 3 strikeouts for Graven. After his hit batsman and walk, he has struck out the next 3. Wyatt Martin stands in. Wyatt grounded out to first, lined out hard to third, and he walked to start that rally back in the 6th. The pitch, fastball away. Tigers have not just beat the bejeebers out of the ball. They do have 7 hits, though, and 7 runs. They've been given 5 walks and 3 hit batsmen. Curveball, nice pitch, but just a little bit high. Two 0 to count. 1 down, top of the 7th inning. Winds continue to blow directly in from the south. As Graven gets the sign and brings it home. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Martin took a crack at that one. Could not make connections. 2-1. 7-4 Salem. 3 in the first, 4 in the 6th. Pitch, curve, nice pitch. 2-2. Slow, tantalizing curve. Graven's got a good break on that ball, and it's deceiving because it looks harder than it is, but it just takes forever to get to home plate. And the 2-2 comes home. Swing and a miss on a good fastball. Martin down on strikes. 4th strikeout in a row for Caleb Graven. So Roy Stevens will stand in. Roy came in replacement when Barrett stopped pitching and went to center field. Cade Moody came out of the game. Roy took his place and went to third, and his RBI single tied the game back in the 6th. Right down the line. Pitch comes home. That's a fastball for a strike. Well, Graven came in with the game tied. Hit Connell, walked Du Bois, and then threw a wild pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. He has found his stride now. But when he came in, that was a different story, and that allowed the Tigers to take the lead. Pitch. Outside with a fastball. One-two count comes home. Curveball, a swing and a miss. He tied up Tiger hitter Roy Stevens, and 5 straight strikeouts for the Cabool hurler. But Tigers have a 7-4 lead. Down in order in the 7th inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning with Salem up by 3, 7-4. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
The Bank of Salem is part of the MoneyPass ATM network. MoneyPass has nearly 23,000 ATMs coast to coast, and the network continues to grow. MoneyPass ATM is surcharge-free, so you won't worry about paying a fee to access your money. Regardless of where you live, work, or travel, you're sure to find a MoneyPass ATM nearby. Just look for the MoneyPass logo and use your existing Bank of Salem ATM or debit card. It's that easy, and it's all part of our commitment to providing you with superb products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and Du Bois stays on to pitch. He is already pitched 2 2/3 innings. He's given up just 1 hit. He's done a good job since coming in. 1 hit, 1 walk is all he has surrendered since coming in the game. And he will face the top of the order, Caleb Graven, Aston Gonzalez, and Trey Atkins. 7-4, Salem with the lead. 3 tough outs to get. So Graven will stand in and lead things off. He has walked reached on a fielder's choice and lined into a double play courtesy of Garrett Connell. Connell was able to catch that ball and fire it across to Martin to turn the double play. The pitch, low and away, ball one. Du Bois in relief of Corbin Barrett. He would get the win, would Caden. And the Tigers can hold on. The pitch, swinging a foul on a high fastball. Salem trying to get back to the 500 mark. 6-6 with a win and go over 500 in the SCA. Their next game scheduled for Houston on Friday afternoon, 4:30 at Houston. And then they have the three-way classic Saturday. And a fly ball to right. There's Haven. Moves to his right, traps the ball against his body and makes the catch. One out. Aston Gonzalez, who's flown out to the left, flown out to right, and walked and scored, stands in. He's 0 for 2. Aston wears number 7, bats on the right side. Craven tried to loop that one down the right field line, but got a little bit too much of it, got up in the air, and that wind blowing in just held it up. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike one. Gonzalez waits again. Fastball by Du Bois, who looks like he's in a hurry. Gets the ball back, looks in. Sanders, he's ready. He's ready to go again. Here it comes. Line drive into left field. Barton coming on, and you don't have to worry about it because Connell's going to go out there and flag it down. It was just a humpback little looping line drive fly ball. Garrett got a good jump on it. Barton was racing in, but Garrett just backed out and made the catch. And 2 down for Trey Atkins. Atkins is singled, drove in a run, walked, and grounded to short. He fouls this one back on a fastball. 2 down here in the 7th. Tigers 1 out away from getting back to the 500 mark. Du Bois, the sign from Sanders, is ready. The pitch comes home. Swinging a foul back. It's quickly 0-2. Salem and the Bulldogs. 4 runs for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the first, and they've been shut out since. Salem with 3 in the top of the first were shut out until the 6th inning, and they got a 4 spot. 7-4 our score. And the 0-2. Swing and a foul tip. Just got a piece of it. Atkins just nicked that one. Sanders took that one off the kneecap with the protector there. Still 0-2. The pitch, a curveball's high. Caden finding out his landing zone off the mound. Didn't like how he came down, so he does a little spike landscaping. 1-2 the count. 2 down. Bottom of the 7th inning. Salem 7, Cabool 4, and the pitch from Du Bois. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The Salem Tigers win this one by a score of 7-4, and we'll come back in a minute and wrap things up. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem, where right now you can get a free Chase Elliott cap with a $25 purchase. See store for full details. A trailer brake control for $133.99. Napa full synthetic motor oil for $24.99 for the 5-quart jug. Be sure to stop by Napa Auto Parts Store. They're located at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem for more great savings.
Keeping life simple can be a challenge, but not when you're switching to Progressive Ozark Bank. Plus, Click Switch allows you to move your direct deposit with one click. You can also use Switch Assist to move all of your automatic bill payments and subscriptions. Click plus click equals switch. Get customized alerts ranging from security to activity balances and more. Big banking technology at your local hometown bank. Progressive Ozark Bank. FDIC insured, they are an equal housing lender where people matter.
Tigers win it 7-4, and this one, the game started out with the Salem Tigers taking a 3-0 lead. Corbin Barrett walked, after Traden Richter struck out and Garrett Connell grounded out. Caden DuBois got a base hit after Barrett had stole second. He scored to make it 1-0. Then Jimmy Barton doubled and drove in DuBois to make it a 2-0 game. Haven walked, and then Hayden Sanders got a base hit to make it 3-0. Tigers, Wyatt Martin ground out to end that threat, and then the Cabool Bulldogs came up. And Barrett struggled with his control, walked Caleb Graven to lead things off, then walked Aston Gonzalez. A base hit by Trey Atkins made it 3-1. McCall struck out, Tucker struck out, but then Brady Byerly got a base hit to right, drove in 2, tied the game at 3-3. Braxton Davis walked. Peyton Hunter got hit by a pitch to load the bases, and then Isaiah White-Wake got a walk to drive in the run to make it 4-3. After that, it was some line-out double plays and some good defensive plays made by both teams. Nothing really happened until the 6th inning. Again, I say nothing really happened, but there were a couple opportunities for each team to score some more runs. And the Tigers finally did that in the 6th inning. Hayden Sanders flew out to lead it off, a walk to Wyatt Martin. He went to second on a wild pitch. Actually, Brendan Hanger went to second. It was running for Wyatt. He scored on a base hit by Roy Stevens to tie the game at 4. Corbin Barrett then laid down a bunt on the third base line, took a little bounce up on Peyton Hunter, who fielded it, but by the time he could throw the ball, Barrett had beat it. It was now first and second. Traden Richter then hit a short grounder to shortstop and just a little poke grounder as they were leaving him a big hole on the left side. He did that, and, of course, there was no play at that time for Davis, who had moved to short and loaded up for Atkins, who had moved to short. They had no play. Bases were loaded, and they changed pitchers to bring in Graven as Davis then moved to short. Graven then promptly hit the first guy he faced, Garrett Connell, and that drove in the run to give the Salem Tigers a 5-4 lead. Then he walked Caden DuBois to make it 6-4, while Barton was at the plate. A wild pitch brought in another run, and that made it 7-4 as Richter scored, and that's our final score in the game. 2 RBIs for Caden DuBois in the game, 1 for 2, 1 for 3 for Barrett, 1 for 4 for Richter, and 1 for 2 for Garrett. 1 RBI for Garrett Connell. 1 hit for Caden DuBois, not 2. He walked twice. 2 hits for Jimmy Barton in the game. He had an RBI, and a hit for Hayden Sanders and an RBI, as well as Roy Stevens and an RBI in the game. So Tigers got good pitching from Caden DuBois, 3 2/3 innings, just gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Barrett struggled with his control the whole day. He went 3 1/3 innings, 2 hits, only gave up 2 hits, but 4 runs, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts, and he did hit a man. For the Cabool Bulldogs, it was Peyton Hunter going 4 1/3 innings with 4 hits. He gave up 3 runs, all 3 earned, 3 walks, hit 2 guys. He did strike out 3 in the game. After the first inning, Peyton Hunter and Barrett were pitching pretty well. Then Davis came on after Hunter just wore out. He ran out of gas, and he pitched a full inning, got out of the jam in the 5th inning as he struck out 2. Then Davis in that 6th inning, though, walked Martin and then gave up 1 walk. That was the leadoff, 1-out walk, Then the base hit by Stevens, and then to do 2 other singles. So he went 1 inning, 3 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts for Davis, and he ends up being the losing pitcher in the game. And then Graver came on to pitch 1 2/3. Now, when he came on, he just wasn't right, and he struck Connell and walked DuBois. Everything else was a strikeout. He struck everybody else out that he faced in the game. So he went 1 2/3, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, but those walk and hit by pitch were key ingredients because the Tigers had the bases loaded at that time. 7-4, the final score. Salem 6-6 on the year, 2-1 in the SCA. Scheduled to be at Houston Friday at 4:30 in SCA conference matchup. The Tigers also have the 3-way baseball tournament on Saturday. That'll be with Plato and Mountain Grove if the grounds allow. They are expecting rain, so just never know where that's going to set on Saturday. In the meantime, thank you for joining us for Tiger baseball from Cabool. Salem wins it 7-4. Hope you enjoyed the game. Hope you enjoyed the Cardinal game prior to that. If you're listening in on the radio, where they beat the Mets 10-5, so a doubleheader win for the Tigers and Cards today on KSMO Radio. For Krista and Jim back at the station, my name is Stan Stevens. Thank you for joining us for Tiger Baseball from Cabool, where Salem wins it 7-4. Stay tuned. Our normal 5 o'clock news block will be coming up shortly right here on KSMO Radio. Have yourselves a great evening and good afternoon from Cabool, Missouri.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free.
You've been listening to Salem Tiger Sports on KSMO and KSMO Media, and it's been brought to you by the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Town and Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance Willie Strader Agent, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Progressive Ozark Bank, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Town and Country Insurance, the City of Salem, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Your World Today, State Farm Insurance Cameron Irway Agent, Jadwin and Smith Auto Body, Big Iron Realty, and Magic Herbs. Join us next time for Salem Tiger Sports on KSMO and KSMO Media.
Playing the hits.